It's a pleasure to be with you through this recording. I was invited to speak for 10 minutes about the Brazilian perspective of the ICF. I think I will do it in less than 10 minutes. Brazil has many political difficulties, but I'm not here to talk about them, but rather to share what I have experienced with the ICF over more than 2 decades. Frankly, what the ICF does is to change the approach. ICF will change your mind, will change how you do everything you do today. ICF has several uses. You no longer start by wanting to know what the main complaint is or what the history of the disease is. First of all, you need to know what environmental barriers your patient faces. Are the temperature, the low humidity, and the poor air quality environmental barriers? You also need to know if the patient has access to the facilitator he or she needs. Does the patient have access to the necessary medications or assistive technology? What is the patient participation like? What about the patient work functioning? Does the patient have good interpersonal relationship? What are he or she limitations? Learning, communication, mobility, personal care. This is essential information for decision making and therapeutic prescriptions. And all of this is organized into the ICF. But we are going to implement the ICF. I want to share the step I believe in. Remember that this is based on a particular case study, but it's up to you to make it better. The first step is ICF education. The most effective way to implement ICF is its insertion in professional training curriculum. Professionals must learn during their undergraduate course. Corsets. Many professionals have come to believe that the complexity of the ICF is a problem. In fact, human functioning is complex, and ICF must be complex enough to classify people's situation. So if you need to use a corset for some reason, do it, but make a plan to be free from this. Health indicators for primary care. We have often seen the use of the ICF in specialized institutions, and the use of primary care is less discussed. ICF is clear in saying disability is universal experience, and it's also clear in saying it is applicable to all people. It means that classifying someone's situations involves anticipating risks and not just classifying the situation of someone who has been affected by one or more changes, illnesses, disease, or other health conditions. Focus on environment factors. It's essential that health professionals develop ways to assess the impact of environmental factors on human performance, as well as develop intervention techniques in the environment. In what is their competence, while considering to need to relate to other areas. Intersectoral policies. ICF is more than multi-professional and interdisciplinary tool. It integrates human life in a way that creates a dependency relationship between professionals from different areas. Step 6, Southern World Development. Maybe it sounds strange. The environmental factors that involve these two macro regions, southern and northern, generate different impacts on the performance of activities and the participation of its inhabitants. With regard to the natural environment, there are advantages in the southern hemisphere. However, it was precisely the scarcity of resource that may have caused societies in the northern hemisphere to create a more prudent and better prepared organizational culture. In other words, the abundance of natural resource in the southern hemisphere may have been detrimental to the development of a sense of responsibility and planning for society in that region. And remember, ICF is to health system, is to social assistance, and it's for social security also. I will share with you an article of mine. It's called Six Steps to the Finish Line. And it was a pleasure to be with you. I'd like to meet you in the future in other opportunities. Thank you.